It's Tom here from West Country Tech, and we're here at High Wycombe Holiday Lets. Alistair and Lorna Handyside are the owners of this amazing site. We've got 4 individual holiday lets and the main property. Alistair is the chairman of PASC. He got us in here after a recommendation, which of course is always fantastic. He got us in to install a 4G faster internet connection, Wi-Fi connectivity over the whole site, and CCTV to monitor who's coming and going. Normally within our videos I will do a lot of the talking, describing everything, but actually we're going to jump very quickly to Alistair, who's going to describe the whole site and talk about the whole process. Enjoy.
My name is Alistair Handyside, and I'm the chair of the Professional Association of Self-Caterers UK, or colloquially known as PASC UK. PASC was set up about 5 years ago to try and lobby on behalf of the professional self-caterer. That would be a self-caterer at a complex like we've got, who are having to charge VAT, pay business rates and meet all the legal requirements, whereas all the Airbnb type properties weren't doing any of those things. That all changed in the pandemic. I mean, we still do all of that, but we became much more of a support organisation in the pandemic, and we're supporting members getting their grants, finding out what the translation of regulations were, and generally trying to nurse the sector through the worst 2 years we've ever known. 10-year plan for PASC would be to become established and recognised as the official voice of self-catering in the UK. We want to professionalise it, we want to make it safer for customers, we want to make it better for customers, and at the same time as doing that, we want to make it more profitable for the businesses themselves. So a better business sector overall. We had several members recommend that we put West Country Tech on the recommended suppliers list. We have 3 4G connections across the whole site, which gives us 10 internet connections across the whole site, which means each point, doesn't matter if there's underfloor heating and foil and 4-foot thick walls and 3 stories and 100 yards, we've got connectivity at the site for our guests and for ourselves, for our business, fully utilising the good connection that we got for the first time. The reason I brought underfloor heating up as a problem for Wi-Fi was because when West Country Tech came and surveyed the property, one of the biggest problems that we have is we have underfloor heating everywhere, on every floor, doesn't matter how many floors we've got, and trying to get Wi-Fi up through the foil and all of the insulation is as hard as trying to get Wi-Fi through a 3.5–4 foot thick wall. That's why there are so many Wi-Fi points to get round these blockages. So it was the survey that West Country Tech did, and you get a detailed printout, you get an aerial photograph with a drawing of where all the points are going to be. It was all expressly designed before one piece of cable came out of the car. Okay, from when we first contacted West Country Tech, great service. Not saying that because I'm on video. If it wasn't, I would say so. Great service. We had someone come out in good time to come and do the survey. They can't necessarily tell you exactly what it's going to cost to put it all in before they can come and survey, because it's how long is a piece of cable, how thick is the wall, and where does the connectivity come from. But we got them to come out. They came out. We walked around the site with them. We showed them where we knew there were problems, because in some areas we knew there were problems. There was no connectivity to an outside building which we needed connectivity to. We've been given a kind of ballpark, because obviously they've done it before and it was within the sort of ballpark. So we said yes. When we saw the layout and heard some of the opportunities that were possible with the installation whilst you were here, whilst the kit was being installed, we decided that we would install CCTV. And we have now installed 3 CCTV cameras, beautifully, discreetly located, beautifully done. And we added another Wi-Fi access point, which meant that we could fully utilise what we've got in the boiler room in terms of the biomass. That means that we could link the biomass to an app, which means we could watch the biomass and we could restart the biomass remotely. So all of these things we decided to add on whilst everybody was here, whilst all the capability was here. To help protect the site, we decided that we would add CCTV, but at a low level. Nothing overlooks any private guest area. It's about monitoring the approaches to the property primarily. and we've needed to do that for some time, so we added it onto this particular job. Right, the team that have come to do the survey, fabulous. Clearly from the outset got that we're trying to run a really nice quality business, and that we don't want cables hanging, across the room, and cables appearing out of every wall and things for people to fiddle with. Keep the visibility of the kit to an absolute minimum. And they said they would do that, and absolutely, having seen the completion across 4 cottages in the house, have absolutely achieved that. It's really low. I mean, I'm looking up now because I can see how they've used the gutters and the guttering and all of those kind of attributes to bring around the wiring to make the minimum impact possible on the site itself. And they did that brilliantly. The difference between the kind of routers that we have now and the normal routers you get is that the routers we've got now can be updated remotely, which means if anything changes, they can be updated, rebooted, reset remotely, which is a really valuable asset for us. Moving on to the CCTV. The CCTV we can have on our phones. I can call up the app on my phone, just like that. And I'm now looking at the CCTV on my phone. I can check back and see if the Amazon delivery that they claimed was delivered yesterday was actually delivered yesterday at the time they delivered. And if it wasn't, then I've got fantastic evidence to support that. That's one of the, with the children we've got, that's a primary checking that will be going on. So it's a really simple system, and I am not a techie. All of my PASC members would realise I'm not a techie. I can use this system, I can monitor this system. We are really pleased with the way that the whole install has gone. In conclusion, what we wanted was a system that would give us complete peace of mind regarding the internet. Okay, the internet is now, we're going to call it connectivity, we're going to call it, it's the new hot water. The minute we don't have it, the minute we don't provide it, we're going to get complaints, we're going to get hassle. We have basically brought the internet connectivity at High Wycombe up to the standards of the rest of the business for the first time in 17 years.